Doyle, let's get to it.
No.
Liverpool.
No, thank you.
Liverpool. What's gone wrong with Liverpool, man?
Everything. We're terrible, lad. Everything's gone wrong. And honestly, I just want to say this dead quick here.
Wait, what's going on?
Liverpool fans, Arsenal fans, Man City fans, this is all of your fault, yeah? Watch this man wearing a bin bag, yeah? With a pair of glasses on. This is all your fault. I thought
it's not, it's Verge.
I thought they were annoying.
It's Verge.
Oh my God.
I told AGT this, bro.
Oh my God.
I told you, I'm there for the Liverpool way every single day.
I don't
More
know.
than any other team.
I don't know how Robbie never put you in a headlock while you were doing all that, lads.
You know why? Because he knew I was right. And
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
I'm right about your team.
I could take it.
Everything's going wrong for us, everything, mate. You know, like, we're playing, right, again, on the weekend, we played a box formation, right? Great, that is what Liverpool need at the moment. 4 in the midfield in a box shape. And then we're playing up top, Mohamed Salah and Cody Gakpo as 2 strikers. And I just don't know where he expects us to get goals there. They're wingers. We've got not a single striker on the pitch and we're expecting to get goals. And our 2 goals in that game came from Virgil van Dijk, a centre-back, from a corner, and a wonderful free kick from Dominic Szoboszlai. Another thing that I've got to say as well, do you know how many corners Liverpool have had? Nearly 130 corners. Do you know how many we've scored?
3.
2. 2 corners. One of them was against Bournemouth. It's terrible. And you're looking at teams like Arsenal. We've got to try and mould our corner routine on what they're doing, because what we're doing is probably the worst in the league. It's genuinely that bad. I can't really put one thing on it. Like, Slot's had a lot to deal with, mate. It's been on the pitch, off the pitch. Mohamed Salah kicking off. Rest in peace, Diogo Jota. Isak's had his leg broken. He's bought a whole new team. To be honest with you, I don't think this is all down to Arne Slot. I think Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards have got a lot to answer for. They definitely have.
I've never heard these men.
I'm a defender.
And don't get me wrong, right? I was sat here in summer over the moon with the buys that we bought, right? Because Liverpool have finally spent the money. The season before, we spent 10 million on Chiesa.
This was the biggest criticism of FSG.
Genuinely, but what we should have done, we haven't thought.
Now.
It's like we've had no forethought. We've gone into the season with an injury-prone Joe Gomez, who can't play more than 2 games without getting injured. We've got Konate, who was an injury-prone player himself, as well as him having bad seasons and bad games here and there anyway. He's had them anyway. And then an aging Virgil van Dijk who's 34 years old. Like, I don't know.
Not that good anymore, is
that foresight is... I can see better than that, and I'm not a multi-millionaire businessman. So it's just terrible. And then we're looking at, like, we were talking about it with Greg this morning, the communication in the game against Bournemouth was tragic. It was almost amateurish. So we're seeing the first goal, right? Virgil van Dijk, our colossal midfield defender, our imperious man, always nonchalant, yeah, and we love him for that. He makes a massive mistake, turns around and then starts to blame everywhere else. Again, communication there is just terrible. Then we go in, right, 7 minutes later, we concede the second goal. And while we conceded that second goal, yes, Virgil van Dijk has played them onside. But why has he played them onside? Because Joe Gomez has been off the pitch for 8 minutes. And nobody's even realised. That's how lack of awareness these players have. They haven't noticed that there's a big gaping hole in the defence. And then Arne Slot's on the sideline, screaming his big baldy head off, like going, lads, get this fella off, like, get the ball off the pitch. And nobody's listening to him, right? And me and Greg were talking about it this morning. I don't know if Liverpool fans, Liverpool players were genuinely ignoring Slot, or they weren't aware of him. Either or, it's terrible. Like, why are you not looking at your players just walked off the pitch? How can you not notice an animated Arne Slot on the side screaming, kick the ball off? There was a moment when Alisson had the ball, and I swear to God, I seen Alisson do this. No. And just carried on with the ball and kicked it out, I swear. And so what I'm
saying... So you think he's lost them then?
I don't know. I think that happened a long time ago, to be quite honest with you. I don't think he's the best at galvanising the players or the fans, and in particularly in contrast to Jurgen Klopp.
If you could get Xavi Alonso tomorrow, would you sack Slot?
No.
What?
Just the thing, right? Like, Slot is doing
Why?
terribly. Because is Xabi Alonso just going to come in straight away and fix all of these problems that I've just named about Isak having a broken leg, Mo Salah kicking off and trying to
style of play, because
style of football.
You know, we've had a lot of moan up about Arteta's style of play.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of your fans moaning about the style of play at Liverpool as well.
Yeah, and that is the exact problem. The results are terrible.
So if you got Xavi Alonso, because he does play a really nice style of football, it's like more in keeping with what Klopp used to do. You wouldn't take him. No. You'd allow him to maybe go to another club.
This is my input on it, right? While somebody's wearing a Liverpool badge, I'll support them until they're not.
But
if
when the summer comes, right? Sorry to cut in, right? But when the summer comes, a lot of teams are going to be looking for managers, right? can you afford to wait till the summer, right? When, you know, there's going to be a whole host of clubs out there, and Xavi Alonso is going to be right at the top of the list as managers. You know, despite what happened at Real Madrid, everybody remembers what he did at Leverkusen. Can you afford to wait and risk him going to a United or going to different clubs when he's available right now? And, you know, and then, you know, you've even got, at the moment, you've got to be worried about the top four. I mean, these guys have got one game a week. They're on fire. They got a new manager. They look rejuvenated over the last couple of games in the league. If Liverpool don't make the top five, I mean, that'd be disastrous.
That's where my head starts.
Where's all these 100 verts in the Europa League? I don't think that's what he came here for. So, do you move now and get Xavi Alonso, or I know the loyalty
thing. I don't think there's any guarantee, to be quite honest with you, with either manager that we're going to get top four. I think if Xabi Alonso comes in, yes, we'll try and play some better football, but there's no guarantee that it's going to happen. What I would like to happen is Richard Hughes, Michael Edwards, right now is your time to plan ahead for this eventuality if it's going to happen. If you don't want slot right now, then you go and speak to Xabi Alonso, you get him ready for the summer, you ask him who he wants to sign, you ask what defenders he wants, and you have a proper plan in place. You don't behave reactionary. We are not Chelsea. We are not Man United. We don't just sack managers on a reactionary basis. They don't go into an interview, say something wrong, and then we get rid of them. I just don't think that's going to work. We need to have a proper plan in place.
Look what he's done for them.
Michael Carrick, mate, do you think Michael Carrick with your shiny jacket is going to save you for the rest of the season?
Mate, yes, we beat you with Ruben Amorim, mate, so
yeah, doesn't matter.
Yeah, form goes out the window.
Do you realise he's going to beat
Let me put it to this.
They beat us. They beat Liverpool. They beat City. They beat Chelsea.
That's why I said it's all our fault.
It's mad,
Let me put it to you this way, right? Let me put it to you this way. Arne Slot is at a different Premier League club right now, yeah, and he's just won the Premier League last season. Liverpool are struggling, and we're looking for a new manager. We would look for Arne Slot. It would be somebody like him that we would look to come in with the Premier League under his badge. He's doing poorly. It's like, I see why people want him gone. I totally understand. This is crap. I'm watching boring football, and we're not going anywhere. But like, I don't know if getting somebody right now.
Mark Gahey wouldn't change that football. Like, if you had a centre back, it wouldn't look better.
And this is why Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards have got something to answer for, because they've almost give Slot nothing to work with. And I say that because the start of the season, right, we didn't start the diamond formation with central players. We started exactly what we started last season, which tells me it was not in Arne Slot's plan to not buy wingers or not buy defenders. I think he's thought that he's just going to go in, play the same team, and it's all going to be fine. And as a result of the buys that we've done and the way we've played, we've had to create stability and this diamond formation with the central players that we've got. I don't think it's all on Slot. I really don't. So does changing manager change all of that? Is it going to change Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes' bad decisions? No, it's not going to. I also don't think that them two fellas that I've just mentioned there are going to want to be perceived as making bad decisions, right? No board ever wants to be perceived as doing that. So they're not going to be reactionary and just sack him. So Liverpool fans, unfortunately, we're just going to have to suffer for a while.
I think
that's the way it's going to be.
What about the end of the season then? Like, let's say he did get sacked, or let's say he decided to leave. Would you be fine with him leaving at the end of the season, or you'd rather see another season?
The danger with that is what Robbie was saying before. We might not get top four with this football. It's atrocious. It's terrible. We've just been on the longest unbeaten run in Europe at the moment, and it was the most miserable unbeaten run I've ever been a part of in my life. We have won 5 Premier League games in 18.
Better off being Man United, mate, get 1 game winning streak. You'd have been a lot happier.
Shocking. So I guess what I'm trying to say is the problem is much bigger than just Arne Slot. The problem is going all the way up to the top. It is, but he might not be the answer
to fix it. And I think it's becoming evident. And I was in the camp, even as much as I dislike Liverpool, going like, he won the league last year, man. I don't care.
Yeah.
If a man win the league last year,
brilliant.
Even if it goes horribly wrong and you can't put your finger on why, but didn't get into the Europe, but you got to just he won the league.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know what my problem is with him?
But the football, Liverpool fans won't accept that.
No. And that's
they
the problem.
Won't accept that.
My problem with him is the football that he plays is bland and boring, right?
It is.
It's not exciting, does not galvanise the fans. And number 2, he does not connect with Liverpool fans and players. Yeah. That's the problem.
He reminded you, man, you've only won 2 in 30, which is true.
Yeah.
So you need to relax.
You know Jurgen Klopp, right? I know. No, honestly, lad. I was sat next to me bird, right? I watched that interview and I was like, I can't believe what he's just said. And she was like, no, he's just standing up for himself. And I was like,
she's right.
By putting Liverpool down, you cannot do that. Jurgen Klopp Klopp could have done what he wanted.
He ain't that.
What Jurgen Klopp?
But he feels attacked though, Doyle, because he's like, these ungrateful man. They got 1 league title in 30 years.
No, we've got 2 league titles in 5 years, brother. We were on an upwards trajectory.
Depends how you look at it.
Like genuinely, like recent history, we've been one of the best teams in the Premier League without a shadow of a doubt. We do not want to set our reputation and our pull all the way down because you've played crap football and you're not galvanising anybody. So now my worst thoughts of this.
Sounds like
right?
you're turning against him.
We've got Isaac, we've got Vert, 2 really wonderful players. Vert in 2 years' time, we haven't done anything and we're playing crap football and he goes, why am I here?
Go Real Madrid.
Sometimes you also just
I'll go to Bayern Munich. I'll go to Bayern Munich for 60 million quid and I'll say goodbye to Liverpool.
Sometimes you just have to be you. You know, no one said you have to spend 100 million on players. That's our thing. That's not your thing.
It's not our
your
thing,
thing is the nice 30 to 40 to 50 million
Unearth the
range.
Manes.
The scouting, the Semenyo kind of signing, maybe.
We had
bit of Premier League proven in there. Andrew Robertson, maybe a little bit of Van Dijk from Southampton. You know, just smart purchases. But obviously Van Dijk was expensive. But Isak.
Yeah.
And Verts.
And now you want to sell
the whole
Robertson,
budget gone. So
bring back
he's staying,
Simicast
he's staying,
when Kirkes is rubbish.
He's staying.
You can't.
That's
he's
a
staying
game.
now.
No, but that's a game, right?
Cover for Simicast.
But the
this
board
is
spent
another
the money. They just didn't maybe.
Spent it wrong.
This is another
just
thing with
didn't
Michael
spread it out
Hughes.
enough.
Michael Hughes, Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes. This is another thing. I'm seeing Robbo to Spurs and Curtis Jones to Spurs. Oh my
Curtis Jones as well.
God!
Yeah,
I, like when I'm listening to that, right? Curtis Jones, right? Great player, deserves to start for Liverpool, being better than McAllister this season, and also implements the culture into Liverpool Football Club. He's a scouser. He gets everyone saying chicken and a can of coke and the thing, and gets everybody and like feeling scoused. Do you know what I mean? How would you get rid of him? And Robbo, a part of the core leadership team of this squad. There is no way when we're dying for leadership that you get rid of him. It's a joke, and that's why I'm saying it's not just Arne Slot. It is also the leadership at on the board that have absolutely effed us. That's what's happened, mate, and that's why I'm like, I'm umming and ahhing about what we need to do. Yes, we need Saka's being Slot's being crap. Sorry, Saka.
Getting the blame for everything today.
Saka's being crap though. 0 goals in 30
I know we
games.
get the blame for everything.
But it's not just him. It's a whole convoluted issue, and what Liverpool don't need to do is rush into more rash decisions and make the wrong mistakes, which is going to affect us for the next 3-4 years, because these decisions are pivotal, massive, they're huge. Do you know what we would have got instead of Isaac? In Breno. That's who I would have went for. Absolutely perfect replacement for Mohamed Salah.
Off the price.
He's cheaper. He's clinical as.
Mate, it's his dream to play for us, mate. So he'd never.
Yeah, well, you're still crap, but
you broke the record for Isak.
Alright,
You
listen
were
up.
jumping up and down. You got what you wanted. You got Ekatike.
Then he
You
covers
bullied
the right
Newcastle.
wing.
Let me just finish by
I mean,
saying.
you went to Leverkusen, took Verts, record
Flex.
thing,
Let me just
and you
flex.
want us to have
Flex.
sympathy, saying we should have had this, and we should
Flex.
have absolutely not do. You got Verge, best ever centre back we've ever seen in the Premier League. You got Robbo, he
Flex.
can give experience to Kirkes. You got Salah, re-signed him. You know, we don't need Trent, but we're going to keep the ones who want to be here.
Yeah.
We're
I
going to
hear
keep
it.
Salah,
Say it loud.
and now we have to sit here. Doyle's asking us to just hear me out. Can
Bremer's
you consider?
durable, and
Do
you
know
can
what
play on the
Can you
right.
exactly.
Salah.
You know the thing is, right? What was it?
No.
Hold on, wait a minute. What was that? Richard who?
Richard Hughes.
And who else?
Michael Edwards.
I ain't heard them man them mentioned once, right, for about. When was the last time you heard of Liverpool? I didn't even know them.
The last time we heard
right?
him say that was the summer when they was
said
praising
pick
them.
up.
Right.
When they say,
Right.
right,
Right.
they've got
Right.
everything.
Now it's their fault.
wow.
Richard Hughes was Bournemouth's man, and he let Semenyo go to Man City. What the? Like that's evidence of the incompetence.
But
or
I've
bad
never heard
decisions.
no name mentioned before, man. Not in the summer
Can't say I don't
when
feel
you
sorry
lot made
for
all them
them.
signings.
You
and
can't feel
don't-
sorry
I
for them. We're
don't
not
feel
buying
sorry.
them.
Nobody's asking for us to feel sorry for
No,
us.
just-
Okay, we're still
It feels
Premier
like
League
you are,
champions.
Doyle. It
Having
feels like
said
you want
that,
us to
let me
understand where you're
address
coming
you,
from.
Liverpool
And we
fans.
don't get it.
Yeah, forget all
We
these
don't
mates
get it,
and all
brother.
the boys with the shiny jackets
You've
and
got
the
enough.
sunglasses. And
Yeah?
F them, yeah.
You
Right,
see?
Listen,
He's
I
angry.
understand that Slot is being terrible and our football is awful.
Could be worse.
But what we've got to do is come up with a structured plan for the future and not be like this, Donny, yeah, or that Muppet with his bin bag on, yeah. Because
See?
that's not who
And
we
this
are.
is the Doyle
Yeah.
we wanted.
Yeah.
This is Doyle. I'm glad you dropped that facade, yeah, because all of that stuff, all that cute stuff you were
Losing
saying
campaign,
about
lad,
this,
brings
that, and the
out the
other,
animal
and
in
then
you.
you want us to feel sorry
Hold
for
on
you.
a
That's
second.
the real you right
Hold
there,
on
and
a
I'm glad you've shown your true colours.
Hold on a
Your
second.
jacket is green with envy, my friend. Green with envy, because you're looking at my team now, and you can't believe that you're worse than us. You're looking at Man United. You're going, how are we? What's going on? Arsenal have left us. City have left. This was supposed to be the season of our lifetime. That's what you expected, bro, and it hasn't worked out like that. You and AGT sat on this table all last year, especially at the top. Just us, mate, yeah? We're at the top. This, that, and the other. Well, you're not at the top anymore. And you know what? Long may it continue. Seeing Virgil van Dijk, yeah, getting away with it week in, week out, and I come on the show and I cuss him every week. And you don't think just because it's Liverpool.
Flex.
No, it's because he's dead food now.
Flex.
He's finished. That's why.
I feel to retaliate.
You should.
And the way I will is very, very sneaky.
Do it.
But people talk about the Roman Empire. They talk about the Ferguson Empire. They talk about the Wenger Empire and how these teams have struggled thereafter the Empire.
Yeah.
What about the Klopp Empire? Have you done anything outside of Klopp? All of this history that you're talking about in recent years.
We won the league, it's it.
Brother,
We just won the league. We've got goal
So why are you
passes
trying to sack
currently
him?
on
Why are
our
you trying to
top.
sack him then?
What are you talking about?
Bro,
Because he's playing crap football.
Bro, stick to the script. Stick to the script. You're Liverpool. You're not like us.
You never
I don't
walk
wanna hear
alone.
I don't want to hear
Process.
about this, firing managers. I don't want to hear about this. Oh, we're signing £100 million, £120 million players. Record. Stick to your team. Focus on Liverpool way. Community club. For the people.
Yes.
For the working class. Don't be
Yes.
doing all this London hustle and bustle.
Yes.
King's Road.
It doesn't suit you.
It doesn't suit you.
Yes.
You tried to be us and it backfired.
Yes.
Don't be blaming us because you tried to be us.
Yes.
Do you?
Correct.
Be you.
Tell him, Matisse.
Trying to be us and then you're blaming me. It doesn't make any
Exactly.
sense. It's not making sense.
They
Alright,
had
Liv.
their money and they chose how to spend it.
Yeah.
And now they're trying to have a problem with us.
And you
Guys,
got,
I gotta
and you
do-
brought back up today as
Innit?
well.
I've got to get some.